Warning: the following video clip contains strong language and has therefore been rated 18 plus by the YouTube NECCA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Get ready to match the stars. Dave Standish, Jason Myers, Turd Ferguson, Scott Michaels, Hunter Dillon, and John Bergman.
Hi.
As we play the star-studded match game. And now, here's the host of Match Game, some guy named Brandon. Hey! What's going on? Thank you all. Welcome.
Check it out.
Thank you all.
Corey's playing the intro with a harmonica.
I know, right? It was a different theme from an era long gone that was forgotten. But hello, folks. Welcome in to the match game here. It has been quite some time since we've done one of these, just the match game by itself.
Yes.
So I figured something special for you guys, the fact that we actually have enough people in studio right now to actually play our game here. So say hello to the panel. Hi, panel.
Hello, panel. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
This is a who's who of match games past, present, and future. Right
and
here.
mostly pass for me, but anyway.
Like some of these guys have been part of the match games since the very first episode I posted on the channel when this channel started almost over 7 years ago at this point. And some of them are up here for the very first time. So as I say, yeah, we've come full circle in our journey of match game here. But anyway, these are our panelists here and our two contestants vying to play our game and hopefully walk out of here possibly with $25,000 or maybe even more. Who knows?
Whoa!
We'll see. But let's meet our players. In the orange podium today, we have Gianni Peasy. Gianni, welcome.
Well, good to be here.
All right, tell the good folks at home a little about you, what we need to know, and all the fun stuff.
I'm 20 years old, from Western New Jersey, college student. Studying music engineering. Big concert goer, big fan of the band Fish. About to go to see my 20th Fish show on New Year's Eve. So,
Yay!
Fantastic. All right. Well,
Fish is a great band.
Yep.
oh, they're great.
Hope you have a wonderful time there as you always do. And playing against you in the green podium here, we have Eagle Speech. Speech, welcome.
Well, son!
Mr. Wilson is not on set. We are not dealing with him today. No.
Oh, dear.
Yep, it's going to be one of those episodes, folks. So fasten those seat belts. Anyway, Peach, tell the good folks at home a little bit about you.
Okay, well, since we got some new faces here, I'd like to let everybody know that I'm actually secretly a squid-human hybrid from 10,000 years in the future, masquerading as someone working in casino finance at my local casino 10 minutes away from me. Not bad.
And and I need to know, how's the progress going on your time machine to get you back to your own time?
Oh, I haven't started yet. I'm not really worried about that right now.
I see. All right, so yes.
The future's that bad. Okay, got it.
Does the house always win? That's the big question.
Only if you walk in the casino, which at that point they've already won because they got
Pretty
you.
much.
But
I mean, there are like ways to like skew the odds in your favor, but I don't know. Casino heads, they've kind of caught on to that. They don't really take kindly to that, from what I've seen.
this is very true. This is very true. Trust me, from one casino worker to another. Yeah, the house always finds a way to win. They may not take your money on the table, but they'll take it somewhere else, whether in the gift shop, through food, or some other means of forms of entertainment. They always win. I'm just mad. I'm just mad I don't get my own share of it. But nonetheless. Anyway, those are our two contestants. Let's play some match game, shall we?
Yes. Let's have some fun.
All right, and it's time for our game of the match game here. We're going to play 3 rounds in this version, and we're changing things up just a little bit here because I know how much our panelists love answering all of our questions. So everybody gets to play on every question this time around.
Yay!
So, yay! In our first two rounds, every match that our players get is going to score them 1 point. In round 3, we're going to double the points. Every match will be worth 2 points, and the player who has the most points at the end of our 3 rounds wins our game and goes on to the big money super match where they could win a lot of money. So
Let's do it.
let's do this.
Hey, Brandon, question. Why is the censor guy looking at me funny?
Scott, if you take a trip back in your mind to last year's Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour from 2022, I think you'll remember why.
You said by the book, and unfortunately, and it took me a minute to write this down because I was thinking, will this get canceled if I put it on air? I said screw it anyway. I said
Answer redacted.
Oh, no.
There was too much beer in me that night.
That explains a lot. Just know that the censor is going to be watching you this episode. So,
Fine.
all right. So I'm going to push the magical little button here, which drops that down and reveals our first 2 questions. Gianni, you won the draw backstage, so you will get to start. Would you like A
let's
or
go
B?
with A.
God.
You want A?
Really, Turd?
Okay. Letter A. All right.
Hey.
All right. Question A says, Al said, you know that you've had too much to drink at a party when you have to call the blank in order to take your socks off.
Oh. Okay.
Again, Al said, you know you've had too much to drink at a party when you have to call the blank in order to take your socks off. Just DM me your answers.
Okay. I'm also writing down mine.
What do you have to call the blank to take your socks off? Oh boy.
That sounds like my college days. But you know.
I'm in.
Okay. And just waiting on turn. Alright, and they're all in. Alright, Gianni, come to you now. Al said, you know you've had too much to drink at a party when you have to call the blank in order to take your socks off.
The fire department?
Fire department, alright. Not bad. Let's see how many fires we have going up here on our panel, starting off with our own Mr. Dave Standish.
Well, I thought if it wasn't going to be your wife, which might be too obvious, if you have enough money to spend a lot on drinks, you have a lot of money to spend on a butler.
Butler. All right. Now, good answer. Not what we're looking for, though. Jason?
I think somebody's onto something. Somebody has been in my head. I wish they'd get out of my head because I said it was the fireman with the jaws of life.
Fireman with the jaws of life. That's right. You got it.
Okay.
All right. A point there for you. Turd, over to you.
Well, you know, at that time of night, you're that drunk, you're probably bent over and your head's in a different place. So, I said the proctologist.
Just no. But I could totally understand where you're going with that there. All right. Now for the moment we're all waiting for, with eyes directly on him. Scott Michaels.
Bring out the
So you know, if you're drunk and nobody else is awake, I mean, there's only one thing you can call to. Here, puppy, puppy, puppy.
The dog. Okay. All right. I can see that
Take
one
the
too.
peanut butter away from Scott.
All right, and a man very happy to have back here on the match game panel, Hunter Dillon.
Well, let's think about it this way. You're at a bar. You are completely drunk out of your mind. You've got nothing except your socks on.
Yes.
Nobody's there to help you except perhaps the next best person, at least to your best friend, the bartender.
Bartender. All right. No match there. And John, we have you.
You have me all the time. Actually, the sad thing about Joe is that this has become almost a weekly occurrence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he likes to run around naked and go, "ABBA is fantastic," and then you slap him. Anyway, but basically, I say he was too drunk. It was a policeman who took his socks off.
Policeman.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Close, but not quite what we're looking for. But hey, not bad, Gianni. You got 1 point. You're on the board, sir. Well done.
And then the policeman uses handcuffs, and we won't get into that. You know.
Oh my!
Yeah, that gets into some some kinky stuff right there. But we're not going to talk about that right now.
No. This is a classy show with you hosting, Brandon. Absolutely.
I had something I'm going to say, but I know the censors will come after me later, so I'm like, I'm just going to save it for the commercial break. Right now, Gianni's got 1 point, and Peach, it's your chance to get on the board with letter B here. Let's see what we got for you in letter B. Little Mean Marvin said, what a name, by the way.
Yes.
My mother.
How mean was he, by the way?
Well, I'm going to explain why, if you give it a second. Little Mean Marvin said, my mother is really mean.
How
mean
is
she?
Not bad. When I'm really bad, instead of making me stand in the corner, she makes me stand in the blank.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Little Mean Marvin said, my mother is really mean. When I'm really bad, instead of making me stand in the corner, she makes me stand in the blank.
No.
Ding. Ding.
Ding.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to think of a good one here. I've got two here, but I think I've got one. Ding.
All right. Everybody's in. All right, Peach. Now we must hear from you. Little Mean Marvin said, my mother is really mean. When I'm really bad, instead of making me stand in the corner, she makes me stand in the
shitter.
The shitter. All right.
They can really wallow in that nasty ass water.
I guess so. All right, so we're gonna we'll see how many toilet mouths we find up here. Starting with you, Dave.
Well, I guess the shitter might be a kind of a rural scenario, but I'm a city guy, so I said freeway.
Freeway. All right.
Oh, that's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, that's a rough one there for sure. All right, Jason.
When the corner doesn't cut it, there's only one other place you could stick a kid when they're that bad, and that's inside the broom closet for about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes. Depends on how long they've been bad.
Broom closet, okay.
10, 15, 20.
That's a law. That's a
reference,
penalty and a half there. All right, Turd.
Classic.
Well, I have to disagree with everybody, and it's, of course, where I would send all the bad people myself. And although you got to watch out for the wet spots, that would be the hot potato couch.
Yes.
Game show fans out there, you all get that reference, and we thank you for getting that. I'm not going to even bother explaining it. Scott, over to you.
If you don't get it, what are you doing here? Otherwise, go educate yourself. No, if he's really that mean, his mother will send him to the one place that'll really scare him, into the basement.
The old basement.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Locked in the dungeon, throwing the key away. I see. Hunter.
well, I had toilet and I threw it away. So
Oh.
that would have been a match. Instead, I thought, well, if it's Mean Marvin, Little Mean Marvin, and it's his mean mother, the Freezer.
Freezer. Okay. Ooh. That is a very cold punishment from a mother right there. All right.
About to make a corpse real quick.
Mhm. John, over to you.
Well, when Mean Marvin gets really, really mean and angry and all that psychological stuff, there's only one thing that his parents done to try to straighten him up. Hi, hello, folks. Basically, she made him stand in the middle of the freeway.
Middle of the freeway. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
A couple of freeway guys there.
Couple of freeway.
Highwaymen.
Yes.
She screams out, if you hit him, it's 30 points. But
Wow. Wow, indeed. Okay. So Peach, unfortunately, no matches for you there. So end of round one. A score is 1-0 here for our two players, and we're going to have to figure out what we can do. We'll take a quick pause for the cause, come back for our second and third rounds of play, and more match games. Right after this, stay with us. Welcome back to the match game here. Gianni is ahead of Peach 1-0, so that means I get to push my magical little button and take us into round number 2. Peach, you're behind, so you get to select first this time.
Oh,
A.
A. Letter A.
A.
Okay.
Hey.
You'll take letter A. this time?
A movers. You may not move every day, but we do.
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. All right. Letter A it is. For the panel, I say this. Frank, the physical fitness nut, said, "Last night I had the most wonderful dream. I was doing blank with Pamela Anderson."
yeah.
Oh.
Yes. We are going to be canceled in 5 seconds,
Don't
And-
get kicked off the
Frank-
show.
Frank, the physical fitness nut, said, "Last night I had the most wonderful dream. I was doing blank with Pamela Anderson."
Ding.
Ding.
No, I gotta phrase that better. Okay, I am ready. I'm gonna DM you my answer. Da-da-da.
Ding.
I misspelled it.
It's all right. We can figure it out.
Ding.
Ding.
And everybody's in. Okay. All right, Peach, over to you, sir. Frank, the physical fitness nut, said, "Last night I had the most wonderful dream. I was doing blank with Pamela Anderson."
I hope she's got a good downward dog. Yoga.
Yoga. All right.
Very good.
That doggy might be involved, but
Thank
you know.
thank you for keeping thank you for keeping the show on the air just a little bit longer. Do appreciate that. Dave, over to you. He said he was doing
Well,
That's
yoga.
rough.
There's not a lot of bad answers, and yoga was the thing I threw away too. But I figured it would be pretty fun to do squats.
Squats. All right. Squats it was. Jason.
I think it would have been every person's dream to just be on Baywatch with her.
I'll be on the show. Okay. Fair enough. All right.
A bad answer.
Maybe rescuing her from drowning.
Possibly.
Yes.
A
Hey.
little mouth-to-mouth action going on there. I can see that.
Yeah,
Sure.
a little bit.
All right.
Yes, 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 yes,
Turd, what about you?
Well, at that point, I'd have to agree with Jason, but it would have to be Baywatch Australian. I'll let some of you figure out what that means. Yeah, I pretty much agree with Jason. I said Baywatch reenactments.
Reenactments. Okay. Fair enough. All right, Scott.
I think there's one thing he was doing with her in his dreams, and they were doing some dynamic stretching.
Dynamic stretching, Judge. Really? Wow. Tough judge today. I would. Hunter.
Yeah.
You know, there's one thing that Baywatch is always known for if you've watched every episode of Baywatch from back in the day.
The slow-mo running.
Yep, slow
Boobs
mo
bouncing
running.
up and down everywhere.
Oh, okay. My God.
All right, slow mo
That's
run.
my answer.
Yep.
It's like the 8-hour version of Baywatch. So,
Yeah.
oh, it's my turn, isn't it? Well,
It is, John.
I have to say that his biggest dream happened when. No, I'm sorry. When it was basically he was doing push-ups with her very, very slowly.
Push up very, very slowly. Okay. All right. So, Peach, good question there. Unfortunately, nobody matched what you had there, but it was a great answer. So, score still 1-0. And Gianni, we're going to go to you now for letter B in this round. You have 1 point. Let's see if you can add to it here with this one. My friend Art said, I just saw two men playing a very strange game.
How strange was
How
it?
strange was it?
Well, instead of tossing horseshoes, they were tossing blank.
Oh.
Repeat the whole thing.
Art said, I just saw two men playing a very strange game. Instead of tossing horseshoes, they were tossing blank.
Ding. Ding.
Ding.
Ding. Table dancing is highly encouraged.
Yes. That's right. Take it, baby.
Sorry,
Take it.
children.
All right. So,
Numa.
okay, Gianni, over to you, sir. They're all locked in. Art said, I just saw two men playing a very strange game. Instead of tossing horseshoes, they were tossing
Beer bottles.
beer bottles. Okay. Reasonable. That would be very strange. I don't know what they're tossing them at, but sure. Let's see if we have any beer drinkers up on our panel here. Dave, we'll start with you.
Well, I guess it was a game of measurement. They were tossing each other.
Tossing each other.
Good night.
Welcome to your new favorite backyard game. We call it Yeet.
Yes.
Yeet.
That sounds unsafe.
It is. Highly. Jason.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's heard of yeet.
He said each other as well. Okay.
That's dirty, Jason Myers.
A turd, what did you say?
I was thinking of the health conscious side of them that they were tossing salads at the backdoor cafe.
Good night.
I'm not going to explain that one. I'm going to let the internet look that one up on their own.
That's the initiation of being part of the Mile Ahead Club.
Yeah. Scott, over to you.
I mean, if you're tossing horseshoes and you want to be close, there's only two things that count for close: horseshoes and hand grenades.
Hand grenades. All right. That would definitely be a strange game.
Which might make chunks of each
will
other
end
fly.
well. Yeah, that will end
That sounds
perfectly
unsafe, Scott.
well.
That answer made too much sense. No wonder I didn't.
Nothing bad will happen.
Again. All right. Hunter, over to you.
Scott, were you looking at my homework papers over here?
No.
I also said hand
No.
grenades.
Hand grenades as well. All right. No match
No, he
there.
was looking at your butt.
Yes.
No, I
He was. Yeah. There you go.
know. I'm pretty sure you're
He
looking
thinks
at...
you look like a young Tony Danza.
Baby John, what did you say?
Well, believe it or not, there's a thing that drunk people do. Not that style, but that's basically tipping cows. So I said they were throwing cows at each.
Throwing cows at each other. All right. Okay.
Those poor cows.
That would have to be a baby because you ain't chucking a ball at somebody.
No, anyway.
You get extra points if the heifer bounces twice.
Does that classify? I just need to know. Does that classify as flipping burgers? Just saying.
Probably.
I just need to know. Thank you. Hey, sound guy, I didn't ask you. Shut it. Ugh, everyone's a critic around here. All right. Well, Gianni, unfortunately, no points for you. So score still 1-0 at the end of our second round. So we'll go ahead and jump straight to round number 3 now. In this round, every correct answer is worth 2 points. So still anybody's game. Gianni, Peach, you're still behind, so you get the choice. Would you like A or B?
All right. If I'm gonna make the comeback, now's the time to do it. A still.
All right, sticking with A. All right.
Sorry.
For everyone here, Ben said, that doctor must have been an athlete. He told me to take 2 blanks and call him in the morning.
There you go.
One more time.
Again, Ben said, that doctor must have been an athlete. He told me to take 2 blanks and call him in the morning.
Right?
My ass is shaking. Let's do it.
His butt's shaking and he's not even moving.
Something else is moving, but then we get in trouble.
Oh, I can't think of anything else. I'll just ding.
John Bergman's Metamucil's kicked in.
Yes.
Oh my.
Ding.
That Geritol makes me want to do the wobble. Wobble, baby, wobble.
An underrated musician, Mr. Dennis Leary.
That is.
Dang.
All right. Everybody's in.
Ding.
Okay. Peach, again, Ben said, that doctor must have been an athlete. He told me to take 2 blanks and call him in the morning.
Oh my gosh. If he was an athlete, what sport would he be in playing? I gotta say free throws.
2 free throws. Okay. All right. 2 free throws is what we're looking for. Now, just be aware, you need to get at least 1 match here to stay in the game. Otherwise, if you skunk all of this, Gianni wins, and he'll go on to play the big money super match. So, let's see what happens here.
Johnny, GG's.
Dave, we start with you.
Well, that was a very good answer. It's no coincidence that I didn't think of it, unfortunately. He was a doctor because he probably wasn't a very good athlete. He took 2 steroids.
2 steroids to call him in the morning. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Jason, what about you?
In order to keep in tip-top physical shape, he told everybody to take 2 hops, 2 skips, and 2 jumps, and call him in the morning.
I like that.
Just wanted to use up the rest of his cards there. Fair enough.
Yeah, pretty much.
Turd, what over to you?
Well, I'm pretty sure that everybody's going to feel bad once they see my answer because they're going to know it was the right answer. 2 Viagra.
2 Viagra. All right. Scott, we're over to you now.
I mean,
Okay. I think we want to stay on the air still, right?
I mean, I'm with Dave on this one. 2 steroids.
2 steroids. All right. Not there. All right. Hunter.
You know, I'm really ashamed of my answer because it's rotten. You guys are free to boo me if you want to. But this is the only thing I could think of. 2 penalties. What the hell was I thinking?
2 penalties. All right. It's not bad. It fits
It's
the
okay,
game.
Hunter.
It's just there's far worse answers that could have came out of this, and that was not one of them. So don't feel bad about it. But John, it does put the pressure on you now, sir. If you didn't say two free throws or like shots at basketball or anything like that, unfortunately, our game's over, and Gianni wins with 1 point.
So it's all on me, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
no
you are the villain.
no pressure
I'm
at
the
all,
villain.
but it's all to you.
No pressure. Absolutely. But oh man, but don't get the wrong idea. Free throws is a pretty good answer, but I went with something generic. I said 2 baseballs and call me in the morning. I'm sorry, man.
Two baseballs, not it. And with a score of 1-0, Gianni, you win the game.
Good game, Peach.
Good game.
The complete game shutout.
Well done. Gianni, you're going to play the Big Money Super Match here in just a minute. Peach, you played a valiant effort, sir. Thank you so much. You're not going home empty-handed. We have some lovely parting gifts for you. And our thanks for joining us here on Match Game. Give it up for Equal Speech, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, stick around, folks. Gianni's going to go after the Big Money Super Match when we come back right after this. Welcome back to the match game here. Gianni is our winner today. He has already picked himself up $1,000 for winning our game. And now he's going to take a chance at our Big Money Super Match, which I misspoke earlier at the top of the show. I thought this version had 2 super matches, and it only has 1. So we're actually playing for a maximum of $10,000, but that is still a good chunk of change to go home with should you do well here in our Big Money Super Match. So, as always, we pulled a recent studio audience, and we told them to write down their best response to this. Blank land. Blank land. Their most popular answer they gave us is worth $500. Their second most popular answer they gave us was worth $250. And their third most popular answer they gave us is worth $100. So, three of our stars can help you with it. So, whom do you call on?
Let's see. Let's go with Jason.
Jason.
The one and the only Disneyland.
Disneyland, all right.
All right. Let's go with Turd.
Third.
We're going to go old school here and say Super Mario Land.
Super Mario Land. Okay.
And John Bergman.
Hi. No.
Yeah. John, how do you feel it in Blank Land?
I had the exactly. The only thing that I can think of that makes sense is that famous song, "This Land's Your Land."
Okay. All right, not bad. So we have This Land Is Your Land, we have Super Mario Land, and we have Disneyland. You can go with one of those, Gianni, or you can go with one of your own. But either way,
I think I'll go with Disneyland.
Disneyland, okay. Let's see how well it works out for you as we start at the bottom as we reveal the $100 response. TV Land. Okay.
Land.
Famous network, yes.
Yes, famous network. Not what we're looking for. Let's see if we can find under the big $250 response. Candyland.
That was going to be my answer.
Candyland.
Coming to MVG summer of 2030.
Maybe not. Who knows? All right. Last chance for the big one under the $500 response. Slide it, Seamus. There it is. You got it.
Wow.
There you go, Gianni.
There you go. Nicely
done.
Nicely done, Gianni. That's going to be another $500 for you, so that gives you $1,500. So you're going to play for a minimum of 10 times that amount, or $5,000. But with the lucky spin of the old star wheel here, you could possibly be playing for $10,000. So when you feel the lucky, just shout out spin, and we'll see if we can't get it to stop on one of the red circles there to play for double your money.
All right. Spin.
Come on, double. Let's go.
Double.
Double, baby.
Come on,
Double it is. We got it.
Come on, dollar.
All right.
Pressure is on now.
All right, Gianni. You have to match. You're playing the super match for Hunter Dillon here. And if you get it right, this is worth $10,000. All right. All right, Hunter, for you and Gianni, your $10,000 super match is Apple blank. Apple blank. APPLE. Apple blank. Or Apple blank. And I'm mad we got the Price is Right sound guy in here for this.
Ding.
Okay. Oh no. All right. Hunter is locked in. Gianni, I come to you. For $10,000, we're looking for Apple blank.
Apple pie.
Apple pie. Good old slice of Americana. And let's hopefully that is a slice of a $10,000 pie there. Hunter, what did you say?
You know, there was another food that I had in my mind. I think it's a southern delicacy, the apple fritter.
Yes, they are quite delicious, and they are an indulgent thing.
They are.
I thought of that, and then I just wrote pie.
Yeah. Pie it is! We got it! Nicely done. Nicely done. Well done, sir. Congratulations. $10,000 for Gianni. A grand total today, $11,500. Well played.
And a signed card from me.
Nicely done. All right, we'll be back to wrap up this fun little game of match game right after this. Stay with us.
I'm so glad the wheel landed on me. I'm so freaking happy.
Welcome back, folks. That is it for this round of the match game. I'd like to give a big shout out and thanks to our panelists here. So Dave Standish, Jason Myers, Turd Ferguson, Scott Michaels, Hunter Dillon, and John Bergman here. Thank you all so much for being a wonderful panel. Most importantly, home, thank you guys at home for watching another fun-filled game of the match game. It's been going on almost 2 years since I did one of these last, outside of a match game Hollywood Squares Hour. So I'm glad we're back to doing these again. Hopefully we'll have more in the days and weeks and months to come. But until then, if you haven't checked out any of the previous ones we've done that have been just as hilarious, if not as funny, make sure you check them out on the playlist here on the channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz and stuff of that nature. Anybody else got anything to say before we head out the door?
Hi, Jason. Sign Adam Pacini, I guess. If you're a Cultaholic fan, you know. If you don't, then tough cookies. But anyway, it's good to be back at MBG Productions, and it's good to be back to do Match Game again. Obviously, I have not lost any of my touch.
Clearly you have it, sir. Well, again, thank you all for, watching. Appreciate you. I'm Brandon Scruggs, and this has been Match Game, and we will see you all. We will see you all at a future date, a future time, and a future world when we join together for another round of the Match Game. Till then, so long, everybody.